We all know I love me some tacos. They're great every night of the week, not just Taco Tuesday. But Cyndi really wants me to eat healthier this year, and Factor chef-made gourmet meals have made eating well easy. Factor arrives fresh and fully prepared, perfect for my busy lifestyle. With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick meals tailored to your goal. Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto, Factor has it all figured out. My favorite meal has been the jalapeno sweet corn polenta and chicken. Imagine a whole chicken breast marinated in lemon juice, garlic, and smoked paprika, grilled until juicy and topped with a zesty salsa verde. It's served over a creamy Parmesan polenta loaded with diced jalapenos, corn, mozzarella, and scallions. Bell peppers, red onions, and cauliflower are served on the side with fajita spiced butter. It was delicious and nutritious. Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/factorpodcast and use Factor Podcast to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code FACTORPODCAST at factormeals.com/factorpodcast to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Are you feeling overwhelmed by hormonal changes? I know Cyndi was, and if you're a woman, you're definitely not alone. There are more than 1,000 hormone disruptors living rent-free in our environment right now, found in our food, water, and even in our skincare products. These disruptors can wreak havoc on our hormones. Believe me, before Hormone Harmony, I watched Cyndi suffer. Not anymore. Hormone Harmony's formula, made only with herbal ingredients, have reduced Cyndi's hormonal symptoms, and it helps women of all ages. Then there are the natural hormonal changes our bodies face, such as menopause. While these processes are part of life, they don't have to be uncomfortable. The good news is that you don't have to suffer through it any longer. Hormone Harmony contains science-backed herbal extracts known as adaptogens, designed to help the body cope with stressors, including those chaotic hormonal fluctuations that can disrupt your daily life. Whether it's PMS symptoms like irritability and cravings, or menopause symptoms such as hot flashes and night sweats, Hormone Harmony can help with it all. Happy Mammoth, the creator of Hormone Harmony, is dedicated to improving women's lives by using only high-quality science-backed ingredients. They make no compromises on quality, ensuring that you receive the best support possible. This isn't just a supplement, it has become a phenomenon. Women are talking about it everywhere, with a bottle of Hormone Harmony sold every 24 seconds. And the most important benefit, women express feeling like themselves again. A sentiment echoed in over 30,000 positive reviews. For a limited time, you can get 15% off your entire first order at happymammoth.com. Just use the code RLRC at checkout. That's happymammoth.com. Don't forget to use the code RLRC for 15% off today. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of True Crime Time for Wednesday, March 5th, 2025, and I'm Woody Overton.
I'm Cyndi Overton.
And if you're from South Louisiana, it's not Ash Wednesday. That's the day.
Is it? Yeah, it's Ash Wednesday.
Which one is the one right before Easter? Oh, that's Palm
This gets us
Sunday.
This is Ash Wednesday.
Okay. Good. Whatever y'all giving up for Lent, God bless you and good luck with it. If you're doing it. Not knocking it. You just partied hard in Louisiana, y'all just partied hard for a month and a half. Give something up. Do whatever you need to do to be at peace and love yourself and all that good stuff. And we're going to roll with some True Crime Time for Wednesday.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, I'm ready.
Well, then
I'm ready for
make
Wednesday.
me know it.
Well, I'm going to start off in Memphis, Tennessee.
Beale Street, B.B. King's Blues Club in there.
Besides that, who do you think?
Elvis.
All right.
Elvis the Pelvis. Boy, I love me some Elvis. My mama turned me on to it when I was like 7. I remember when he died, actually, but I remember getting sick one time, and we didn't have fast food restaurants and shit like that.
Right.
No home delivery, but my mama, I think I had to have some teeth pulled. I can't remember what it was, but she bought me one of his albums, like the big legit,
like
big
a
ass,
vinyl.
Vinyl album.
Aww.
Yeah, I used to sing
I can imagine
Elvis.
you doing
Holy
the.
shit! I got Elvis moves.
Oh, I know you got Elvis moves, but I can only imagine you like,
Elvis is the king.
like
baby.
Delirious, like Eddie Murphy Raw.
Yeah.
Or Delirious, whichever it is, where he has the little boy, the monkey in the tree, like turned around and kicked him in the ding
Turned
ding.
around and kicked him in the ding ding.
I can imagine you at that
And
age
he pooed
doing.
all over the forest. And they're like, oh
And
no,
he made the
Eddie.
stars
Oh
come
no, Eddie
out.
made stars come out at night. Kicked him in the ding ding. For you, those of you who are too young to know about that, that was the original stand-up comedy.
Absolutely.
Eddie Murphy Raw,
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy Delirious,
Yeah.
Richard Pryor stand-up.
Mhm.
What's my boy? That's no bullshit. He's dead now. Sam.
Oh, Sam
Oh my God, Sam-
Kennison?
Yes, Kennison.
Yeah. I
Kennison.
forgot about him.
Original raunchy. You know what? I would like to do some live stand-up comedy.
You would be really good at it.
Yeah, but you know what? I got a live coming up. July
Maybe you make it a
19th.
stand-up comedy.
Yeah, I've run those people out of that place. My stand-up comedy comes after about 4 beers, and it's going to be raunchy. So anyway, but we could do that too. But you're going back to home of Elvis the Pelvis.
I am, and what I'm going to tell you about has everything to do with
Well,
Elvis the
please do.
Pelvis.
Please do.
So a Missouri woman pleaded guilty to a federal charge accusing her of conducting a brazen plot
Brazen.
to
What the fuck you
defraud.
think that somebody came up with the name Brazen, the word brazen? Brazen, I get, they got the Brazos River in Texas.
They do.
And Jake Donaldson tell us about that earlier, Marie. The word brazen. What does that even mean?
Well, to ask Siri. You love to ask Siri
I
a
do love
question.
Ask Siri. You know, I used to read like 3 books a week, and now I'm lazy and I watch Netflix. All right. Siri, what is the origin of the word brazen? No fucking internet. Siri be looking.
I'm having trouble with the connection. Please
Sorry, y'all. We are in the country. Never mind.
Proof positive.
Well, you're probably not getting Siri this episode. All right, carry on.
So the origin we don't know, but okay. So a brazen plot to defraud Elvis Presley's family by trying to auction off his Graceland mansion and
I
property
heard about that.
before a judge halted the mysterious foreclosure sale.
You know, that's the big scam now.
Mhm.
People are finding they've got 3 and 4. People are getting evicted out of houses that the delinquent notices. People are taking out 3 and 4 mortgages on other people's homes and they don't know about it.
How do you do that?
You go to the fucking courthouse and pass a fake bill of sale and all that. And they use that to go to the banks to get the equity loans against these things, and they never pay it back. And then by the time you get slammed with 4 lawsuits and you got to fight it, it's just like us on the fraud. When people say it was fraud, you fight it. Fuck a thief. I hate a thief.
Oh my gosh.
And how do you think you can get away with it on Elvis's house?
Exactly.
Graceland, baby. We're talking about where the king dumped. King's probably didn't dump.
I am really surprised you haven't ever asked me to make you a fried peanut butter and jelly and banana sandwich
Because
or whatever it is.
BC, before sending out, I didn't really care for bananas.
You don't really care for bananas now.
Not really, unless it's in a daiquiri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dobbs loves him a banana.
Mm.
Yeah, which is good.
All good.
During a hearing in front of a Memphis federal judge, Lisa Janine Finley pleaded guilty to a charge of mail fraud related to the scheme. She previously pleaded not guilty to the 2-count indictment, which also included a count of aggravated identity theft that will now be dropped. When asked by the judge if Finley was admitting guilt or accepting responsibility, she said yes. Finley will be sentenced on June 18th. She would have faced up to 20 years if convicted, but she is expected to receive less than that under the plea deal, obviously.
Yeah, they get so many points and shit for taking a plea and all that. You really don't want to fuck with the feds. And that mail fraud shit, jail is jail.
Right.
Yeah.
So what Finley said is that Presley's daughter, obviously Lisa Marie, had borrowed $3.8 million from a bogus private lender and had pledged Graceland as collateral for the loan before her death in January of 2023.
Yeah.
She then threatened to sell Graceland to the highest bidder if Presley's family didn't pay a $2.85 million settlement, according to the authorities.
Blackmail.
Right. Finley posed as 3 different people involved with the fake lender, fabricated loan documents, and published a fraudulent foreclosure notice in a Memphis newspaper announcing the auction of Graceland in May of 2024.
Like that wasn't going to garner some attention.
I know.
I mean, how many times have I've been to Graceland like 5 or 6 times.
I've never gone, but
I mean, it's just, I saw Elvis peeking out the back door, but you're going to publish it in the newspaper. First of all, who reads fucking newspaper anymore? But, they have to do that by law to give the public notice, but you're publicly notifying the whole public you're a fucking criminal.
Yeah.
I mean, who isn't going to check in? You think the mayor of Memphis doesn't give a fuck about Graceland? Everybody cares about Graceland.
Yeah. Right.
There you go.
I know.
There you have it. How about, what do you think about Teslas?
I
got mixed reviews. Like we saw the trucks in New Orleans recently.
Yeah.
I think those look like shit.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't drive one. But evidently they're tough ass vehicles because remember we covered a story probably last year about the doctor who had his whole family in his Tesla and he drove it off the cliff in California and they all fucking lived like 150 feet.
Right.
And I think, Elon Musk, regardless of what people think about him, obviously the dude is part of Mensa and is smart AF, right? But I mean, cars that charge, I mean, Woody Overton's never going to own one, that not knocking them, but most Teslas charge also.
Well, exactly. They're electric cars. And that's what I don't understand is, okay, electricity uses some sort of gas to run it, right?
Everything uses.
Exactly.
oil.
So if you're using like gas in your vehicle or you're charging, you're still using gas just in a different way. It doesn't make sense to me. And then you run the risk of running out. What if you have a hurricane and you don't have electricity?
I'm pretty sure that the people who, buy Teslas that's not their main concern, whatever it may be. Hey, God bless them. Love them. I think that's an ingenious idea, but it is what it is. Yeah, and, they're expensive AF and I remember all these stations. They've got a bunch of charge stations in Alexandria by the courthouse downtown or by the Hotel Bentley. There's never anybody there. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So that's not what this story's about.
Oh, okay.
We're going to Colorado, Loveland, Colorado. One of the prettiest places on earth.
Never
You have been. Okay. We're going to put that on the to-do list. All that whole area at the base of the mountains from Denver and Loveland and all that, all the way up to the Wyoming line is just beautiful. Mountains on one side, kind of fields and shit on the other. But we're going to Loveland and we're going back to federal court.
Okay.
Because this woman saw a Tesla dealership.
Mm-hmm.
And evidently she didn't like it. And she is facing federal charges for vandalizing the Tesla dealership in Loveland, Colorado on 4 separate occasions. So I'm going to come in and tear your shit up once. Like a Tesla dealership doesn't have fucking cameras, right?
Right.
I'm going to come in and tear it up second time.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not good enough for me. I'm going to come in and do it a third time. Let's see if I can roll the dice again and get away on the 4th time. Well, Lucy Grace Nelson is not so smart, and she's facing the federal charge of malicious destruction of property filed by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Colorado. Convicted, she gets up to 20 years in prison. Now, she's 40 years old.
What was her
Get
motivation?
a fucking hobby. Get a fuking hobby. She was booked into Larimer, Larimer County Jail, and is also facing several felony charges, including, check this out. No, this bitch came correct. She also used explosive or incendiary devices during a felony and criminal mischief. She went there to blow shit up.
Yeah.
You're fucked with the feds.
Why?
So I'm going to tell you. So investigation started January 29th when the first act of vandalism at the local car dealership was reported. Well, then again, 2-3 days later, on February 2nd, police officers got a second report of an incident at the dealership. And then 5 days later, on February 7th, they got another one. All reports of attempted arson. And a number of the vehicles in the Tesla building itself had been vandalized with graffiti. You ready for the shocker? Police said some of which were offensive and hateful in nature.
Oh, you think?
I mean, but look, if I'm going to try to burn the fucking building down, I'm not writing.
Peace, love, and...
Yeah, right? Peace. But just before midnight Monday, the Loveland Police Department arrested Nelson, who they said had returned to Loveland Tesla while in possession of additional incendiary devices along with materials attributed to vandalism.
I mean, why not give it another run?
It's like you ordering Walmart to be delivered. She's going every day and blowing up Tesla.
Exactly.
So anyway, she showed up and they were waiting on her and they swamp donkeyed her and then they haul her ass in the federal court. And she appeared at an initial federal hearing on Thursday and she was represented by Assistant Federal Defender Jennifer Beck. The Office of Federal Public Defender does not comment on its cases. Woohoo. We're so you got a lot to say about this. But Nelson's mama, she's a good mama. She came to court.
Mama Bear.
She came to court. Reporters want to talk to her. You know what she said? Fuck off.
She did say F off.
She
What'd
probably
she
did.
say?
She said she declined to comment on the case.
Really?
In other words, fuck off.
I love what he's
so a preliminary hearing has been scheduled for March the 15th. Now, Nelson has asked for a federal defender to represent her in the future. She's already got one, but whatever. The Loveland police have not been able to interview Nelson as she invoked her right to an attorney and to remain silent. You have the right to remain silent.
Maybe they can.
This according to Chris Paget, who's a spokesperson for the Loveland Police Department. Now, Larimer County magistrate has issued a $100,000 cash surety bond for Nelson that said these incidents were not only unlawful, dangerous, and unsettling, they also created an atmosphere of discomfort and worry. Those who work at the business, along with those living in the community, have had to deal with such concerns since the first incident on January 29th. Paget added. So the dealership supervisor said they estimate approximately $5,000 in damage was done to the vehicles. She sliced one tire. And according to the affidavit from the agent of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, somebody I never want to see my door as I sit here to tell y'all remotely. I guarantee you I'm looking at over 100. Can you guess how many times you've probably tried the latest diet craze? It's like, I used to do Weight Watchers back in the day, counting the points. And the more you yo-yo diet, the more stubborn your fat gets. And then you're stuck like Chuck again. It's not about willpower. You've willed yourself through enough brutal diets and workouts. It's probably genetics. And doctors at Sono Bello can help determine if your body's problem areas are genetic. Wherever you have stubborn, diet-resistant fat and inches, Sono Bello's micro laser fat removal technology removes it for good in one comfortable visit. Those stubborn inches around your tummy are gone. Muffin tops, side fat, gone. Even saggy loose skin, gone. Permanently. All that's left are the beautiful natural curves you've been hoping to get. Warm weather is almost here. Now is the perfect time to visit Sono Bello and get your goal body in time for swimsuit season. Micro laser fat removal is the permanent solution, and Sono Bello doctors are the experts. Schedule your free consultation now and you'll get their best offer of the season. sonobello.com/RLRC. That's SONOBELLO.com/RLRC. This episode is sponsored by Midi Health. Cyndi struggled to lose weight for years, despite her efforts with dieting and exercising. Time and again, she would express that something else must be causing her weight gain, and she was right. The issue was her hormones. That's where Midi comes into play. Midi is a virtual care clinic dedicated to truly seeing, hearing, and understanding women. Created by women for women, their mission is to provide you with personalized care that addresses your unique health needs. Once Cyndi received the help she needed, She was prescribed semaglutide and successfully lost 60 pounds. MIDI offers compounded semaglutide, which is a medication designed to assist with weight loss when combined with a healthy diet and exercise. Imagine achieving your goals without the stress of uncertainty. Plus, MIDI's clinicians will support you every step of the way. Scheduling is simple. Take a few minutes to set up your account, enter your insurance, and share your symptoms. You'll be paired with a qualified clinician trained in perimenopause, menopause, and weight management. And don't forget, as a special offer, you can go to trymidi.com/real. That's trymidi.com/real to schedule your virtual visit and join the more than 200,000 women who love and trust MIDI for their midlife care. Use my code SAVE15 to receive $15 off your first prescription product with your book visit. Transform your health journey with MIDI today. Weapons, firearms, right within arm's reach, and stacks of ammo cases. So just come on up here. Come on up here and we'll have a party. So CBS got some photos of the vehicles in the dealership lot, and it shows vehicles with a red X spray painted on the windshield.
That's a hate. What did they call this earlier?
Yeah, but they said hateful or
a red X.
Might hurt somebody's feelings, but let me continue. Tesla has become a target of protests ever since its CEO Elon Musk became part of President Donald Trump's inner circle with his downsizing effort, which resulted in thousands of federal workers being placed on admin leave, laid off, or issued termination notices. Now, a woman in Maryland said her Tesla Model 3 was egged hours after Trump was elected. And on Sunday, Tesla's charging account on X, whatever that means, responded after someone posted a photo of a Utah supercharger spray painted with the word Nazi and a swastika symbol, saying it would be immediately removed and that it planned to press charges for vandalism. You think somebody's like, you think it's these neo-fucking Nazis doing it, or somebody that's against them? Oh, I'm against Nazism, so I'm painting a swastika.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. Fucking Nazi. They said, we're here to use our voices in the most democratic way that you can, which is to send a direct message to the people who are seeking to take away things that you rely on. Jobs, money, and out of your pocket. Labor organizer Kevin Gallagher said in a protest in Baltimore last week. Now, when asked whether the vandalism was in protest of Musk, Padgett told CNN, based on the graffiti, it would stand to reason. Well, Tesla pretty much hadn't said dick, but CNN reached out to them. But Nelson allegedly committed the vandalism at the dealership on 4 different occasions, leading to her arrest. I already told you that. So let me get just a little more information, because I think this is pretty interesting. I'm having a sip of beer. It's Mardi Gras weekend.
It's Lent.
Not yet. Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's Lent. All right. Shall y'all check this out? A couple of new things. More in in-depth detail.
Good job.
All right. So on January 29th, when the Loveland Police Department received the report of a fire on the ground beneath a Cybertruck. When the responding officers arrived, the fire had already been put out and there was no damage to the vehicle. Now a Smirnoff ice bottle with a cloth stuffed into the neck was collected from the scene. Molotov cocktail.
Right.
Let me tell you about Molotov cocktails.
Okay.
They are not very smart.
The cocktail itself isn't smart, or the maker of them?
Maybe it was me when I was 16, because I took empty quart of Budweiser beer and went to the gas station, filled like half of gas, and I put a rag in it like they do in the movies.
Yeah. And
I lit that motherfucker on fire. My whole arm caught on fire. It was on it was wintertime.
Yeah.
Of course, I was riding with a bunch of country boys, and we decided we saw a Molotov cocktail in one of the movies, and we were going to make our own. Right. And I lit that motherfucker on fire. Before I could throw it, the whole fucking thing was on fire.
Well, duh.
Yeah. Well, anyway, maybe I didn't make it right. I don't know.
As you called me in the last episode, it's all right, Captain Obvious.
Yeah, right. Well, see, I didn't know at the time that it was the fumes.
Well,
So I didn't know. I was like 15, 16 years old. We didn't have internet and shit.
We smoked. Well, we didn't, but our parents smoked getting gas. Well, actually, people put gas in the gas tanks for us at that time.
What I'm saying is, when I leaned it over to light the rag on fire, I didn't realize the vapors caught on fire first, or my rag wasn't stuffed in tight enough. Whatever. I won't do it again. But you only got to see me running down the road, stop, dropping, and rolling once. All right. So a second incident was reported to police on February 2nd. According to that document, a supervisor at the Tesla dealership and a passerby both called police to report the word Nazi had been spray painted in a black onto the Tesla sign in front of the store. The graffiti had been cleaned prior to the police arrival, but a photo was provided to law enforcement. What kind of a fucking dealership has graffiti removal on hand? But the third incident involving both graffiti and possible arson was reported less than a week later on February 7th. According to the affidavit, when police arrived, they saw several broken Smirnoff ice bottles. We know what she likes to drink.
Yeah.
With black colored fabric acting as a wick. Maybe my bottle was too big. Yeah, it was a quart. It was 32 ounces.
Let's don't try. Let's don't.
No, I'm not doing it again. I learned my lesson. Fuck that. Anyway, in addition to red graffiti on the wall of the dealership and several vehicles. Now, here, Miss Nelson's not so smart. You think you got $100,000 vehicles. You think they're not going to have a fucking camera?
No,
Well, you go spray paint the camera somewhere, a fucking mask, do something.
No.
But in Smirnoff ice bottles? Who the fuck drinks Smirnoff ice?
Seen. She was
I think we got Smirnoff ice in the outdoor ice.
We actually
alcohol
do.
Ice
We
box
have
that's been sitting there for 2 years.
Literally.
Y'all want Smirnoff
I don't
ice?
know who
Come
brought
over.
that junk to our house.
Come over and drink it. We drink Tito's and shit like that. All right. So here we go. Surveillance video on the night showed an individual walking into the Tesla parking lot wearing dark pants, a dark hoodie, gloves, and carrying a dark bag. Now, the affidavit says the footage captured the individual lighting, then throwing 1, 2, 3, 4 separate Molotov cocktail type devices as they wandered around the lot. The suspect then left the area, but returned and appeared to spray paint on some vehicles. Then, come on, Miss Nelson. If you're going to set some shit on fire, do your graffiti first. Right? You gotta get common fucking sense. Do the graffiti. Graffiti's not going to explode and burn you. You throw 4 Molotov cocktails, then you leave the scene and you come back with your spray paint shit.
You're just jealous that she knows how to throw them without getting burned.
Well, I am not jealous of this lady. I can promise you that. Evidently her shit didn't work too well either. Maybe she didn't have
She
enough
probably
gas.
had Smirnoff in her bottles.
Why would you throw 4 bombs and then leave the fucking property and come back and spray paint?
Because the bombs didn't work.
Doesn't matter.
I'm saying she still wants to do damage. Why not bring your
spray paint with you? All right. Do it. Do double the damage in case your bombs don't work. But anyway, going on. In the final incident on February 11th, the affidavit says a security guard called police to report the words "fuck Musk" had been spray painted in, that's their words, not mine, had been spray painted in red on the front of the window of the dealership. The guard was unable to catch the individual and had started cleaning some of the graffiti before the police arrived. Pretty sure if I'm a security guard, it's not in my job description to clean graffiti. But surveillance footage captured a suspect dressed similarly to the person involved in the prior incident, Miss Nelson. And law enforcement determined the same person, Miss Nelson, was likely to be responsible for all of the vandalism.
You think?
That's fucking genius detective work.
They did good.
1 week later, in the course of reviewing surveillance footage, police say they were able to identify a silver Toyota Prius leaving a nearby Walgreens parking lot following the February 7th incident. Plot thickens. The vehicle was traced to Nelson and police began to survey her Lyons, Colorado home. Right? You're in trouble. Law enforcement arrested Nelson on February 24th after following her to a location near the Tesla dealership and watching her walk around before returning to her own vehicle. She fixing to do it again.
Yeah.
Right? The affidavit
Scoping it
says
out.
Nelson had been wearing the same clothing as seen on the
Is this
suspect.
Woody Overton?
Listen, Miss Nelson, change your fucking, your hiding clothes. I mean, whatever. Or wear the same shit and get busted. The affidavit says Nelson had been wearing the same clothing as was seen on the suspect during the other incidents. After making the arrest and obtaining a search warrant, police say they found a gasoline container. Wait for it. A box of Smirnoff ice bottles and wick material similar to those that were recovered from the prior incident inside Nelson's Prius. And police said Nelson does not have a criminal history, but she'd be hating her some fucking Elon Musk.
I mean,
Miss Nelson, we don't give a fuck about you. I mean, I don't care who it is. This is not a political thing. I just know Musk is a smart motherfucker, and I got a satellite out here in the country because his shit, what they're doing with all that government stuff doesn't pertain to me. But this lady is so butthurt by it that she's gone 4 times, and obviously she's not part of the Mensa Club.
well, but they also didn't mention in this that she was actually a government worker cut from her job. They didn't mention any type of motive other than she hates him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I would think if they knew that she was cut off, like laid off or whatever, that they would have mentioned it and that would have given her motive. But no, there's no right to do it. I'm not saying she has a right in any way, shape, or form to do it, but she maybe just wants to have his baby and he didn't pay attention to it.
Maybe she wants his and Trump's baby combined or something.
Yeah.
We're going to leave that alone. Miss Nelson, go fuck yourself. And y'all, love and peace and not hatred. Take it, Sin. Last one.
I am going to take us to probably my favorite place on
If you say Disneyland, I'm going to throw it up.
Earth. No, my favorite place.
Belize?
Yes.
Really?
We're part of Belize.
We're going?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. It's time for Worldwide Crime. Belize. And I'm going to tell you real quick. We did have, a couple of years ago, we had a house rented in Belize. It was really, really cheap. That we rented year round because we were going so much.
Yeah.
And we've never been to Belize on a cruise ship because you don't get to see the good shit.
Mm-mm.
And we've stayed out on the islands and we stayed on the land and good Lord, we gave our son some education.
That's right.
Brought him all the way down, to Placencia, driving 4 hours through a real fucking jungle and, down there and do the walking. And I don't even remember how old he was. Remember he walked back from the restaurant one night by himself?
Because that was in Placencia, right? And he was probably 10.
Yeah. But it's just, they, say third world country. Yeah. A lot of the houses have dirt floors and shit, but the nicest people. And it's such a multicultural of Grenadian and Creole, but it's a lot of them. A lot of Mennonites, a lot of different, Hispanic, a lot of different people. English is the main spoken language and is the official language, and the dollar is guaranteed at 2 to 1.
Right.
March is Sleep Awareness Month, the perfect time for you to think about the quality of your sleep and how the mattress you choose can make all the difference. Avocado Green Mattress is committed to providing mattresses that not only help you sleep better, but also are healthier for you and the planet. Did you know that with the right mattress, you can improve your sleep quality by up to 50%? If you're not waking up refreshed and ready to tackle the day, it might be time to consider Avocado and their sleep-enhancing design. Cyndi and I love Avocado for so many reasons. Not only are the materials organic and free of chemical and toxins, Avocado mattresses promote better sleep through breathable, naturally temperature-regulated materials, which is so important to our sleep right now. Did I mention there is a mattress to fit your needs too? Avocado offers gentle to firm to plush mattress comfort and support. Take their quiz to find out which mattress and comfort option is right for you. Avocado stands by their products too. They offer easy financing options with Affirm, sleep trials up to 1 year, and options to try before you buy. Head to avocadomattress.com today and save up to 10% on certified organic mattresses. Dream of better. Have you heard of mood.com? They sell federally legal cannabis gummies. Everything you'd expect from a dispensary, and ship it right to your door. 0 pants required. I'm serious. You can now get high quality, 100% federally legal cannabis products delivered right to your door without ever leaving your couch. And you can get $30 off your first order at mood.com/RLRC with promo code RLRC. Mood partners with small American farms to bring you amazing high-potency THC gummies, home-baked cookies, top-shelf flour, vapes, and more. And third-party lab-tested, backed by a 100-day guarantee. No dispensary lines. Just clean, quality, 100% federally legal THC from the farms to your couch. Best of all, not only is every Mood product backed by a 100-day satisfaction guarantee, but as I mentioned, listeners get $30 off their first order with code RLRC. So head to mood.com/RLRC, check out their online dispensary, and let Mood help you discover your perfect mood. And don't forget to use promo code RLRC when you check out to save $30 on your first order. And we used to go down there and just have the best fucking time.
But it's just, I mean,
and it's beautiful. Like mountains
so
on the side. I'm talking about like Placencia.
Yeah.
That's not up where Ambergris Key and all that is, where Madonna did La Isla Bonita. But we've been there too, but our favorite is Placencia.
Yeah.
So, which is nobody goes there. You got to want to go there.
You have to want.
I mean, you can catch a flight.
Yeah.
We didn't take the flight because
oh my gosh, that was an amazing drive. That first drive was an amazing drive going up the mountain. How about
Monkey River? Y'all look, I found this place. I'm a researcher, and I found this place called Monkey River
that we had to go
and
to.
I wanted to go see. I want maybe buy some land
because we
on
were
Monkey
researching
River.
all the villages,
yes,
and
well,
we drove through everyone.
Tell you what, they only, when they say they have one main blacktop highway through the country, they have one main blacktop highway through the country. We went to Monkey River and we drove for hours on roads that you couldn't drive a fucking tank down, or dirt roads, but we made it.
Well, we went, so it's a main blacktop highway, which definitely not any way, shape, or form relative. Like, think of your country highway, like a country road.
Think about Louisiana roads.
Right. Think about a Louisiana country road. And then we turned off of this country road and to just a regular, like one car could go on the road, but still blacktop. Mm-hmm. And then you go a couple miles and it turns into like a gravel road. But still kind of
not much gravel.
But not much gravel. It's kind of dirt. And then you get into full on dirt and like you're going through the bumps and the whatever.
Ruts.
And then it gets to where
then you get in the fucking jungle and you're on a dirt path that a monkey wouldn't walk down. But they got the monkeys and all the wildlife, and then we made it to the Monkey River Village.
The mouth of the monkey.
Unfortunate to us, all the people, inhabitants that live there, were on the other side of the river from us. So we must have took the wrong side of the river in a 4-hour trip. And I was just like, a little bit further, just push it a little bit further. We do. So anyway, all right.
Well, we are going to San Pedro.
All right. So been there lots of times. We had a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful place. More touristy than we like, but great place.
Well, it's more touristy that I like San Pedro a lot. I think maybe because it's the first place.
I like San Pedro too.
Yeah.
And we've stayed from the cheapest to the ritziest, and you know, I get it.
I feel like Madonna with that. I left my heart in San Pedro.
Well, we've flown into it, we've taken the ferry, we've done whatever, but now we're 49 minutes into your story.
Well,
the whole world knows about Belize now. I polygraphed the defense minister's son.
You did?
Yep.
3 young American women were found dead in their hotel room at a luxury beachfront resort last weekend.
Which one? We know them all.
The Royal Cahal Beach Resort.
Mm-hmm.
We passed by that.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Did we go?
They have a bar on every corner. Some are on more touristy ones are on the beach, and then you got the back corners bars, and There's no fast food places. There's no, remember that fucking chicken box from,
gosh.
it's the best
It's
ever.
like a pop-up.
But there's no fast food places in the whole country. And
You want
there's
fruit,
no
you go to the
grocery
fruit
stores.
stand.
That's right. It's like America in the 50s.
Mhm.
You want meat, you go to the meat market. You want fruit, you go to the fruit stand and whatever.
Yeah. So the 3 women are identified as 23-year-old Qatar Nakad, 24-year-old Amain Mallah, and 26-year-old Wafay LRR.
Did they say they're natives?
They were American women.
Huh.
And they were found dead, where I said, at the Royal Cahal Beach Resort. The investigation into the cause of their death is underway, but Belize Police Commissioner said on Tuesday that carbon monoxide poisoning and possible overdoses are being considered.
Yeah, it's kind of unusual to have 3 and not have holes in them, like Gene Hackman and his wife, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right. So officials noted that alcohol and gummies were found in the hotel room. And he said, the commissioner said, we've had issues with gummies. And we talked about that on a recent case of a 15-year-old with the
right,
gummies.
Right.
In the past being resold and sending people to the hospital.
Yeah.
An
Probably
autopsy
cool.
is being conducted and there's still no cause of death. But what happened was they all are showed entering the hotel on Thursday and they're never seen leaving the room again. And no one entered the girls' room.
Probably fentanyl lace, I would guess, right?
Right. And so then housekeeping went on Friday and, you know, they had been in the room approximately 20 hours at that time. And of course they have footage whether they left the room and they didn't, whether someone entered the room, no one did. So whatever they did in the room, which was, I'm assuming the gummies, and I would assume also,
Could have been alcohol.
Right.
Methanol. I mean, you know, unfortunate. It even happened in Cos and everywhere else. The cartels will sell the alcohol without throwing the methanol out.
You're right.
Kill you.
You've done yeah. So the women are originally from Morocco, but they
Big titty rum. Remember that? The Belize has Belgian beer as their national beer for the nation. It used to be you couldn't buy any other kind of beer there, but now they have the imports. But you're not getting a Michelob Ultra in Belize.
No, you're not.
But big titty rum, and there's a couple of local rum producers in the country.
Oh my
and
gosh,
they have fucking good rum.
Yes,
real rum.
Like real rum, not sweet
Real
Malibu rum. Like
good. No. They wouldn't let that shit on the island.
No. So the women are, like I said, originally from Morocco. They lived in Marir.
So then they're not natives. They're not Americans.
But they call them American women. They might have some
well, they might be. Okay.
Because they might have gotten a citizenship here.
From Morocco.
They originally were from Morocco. They could have come over here, gotten American citizenship.
That's true. Or they could have came across illegally.
And they lived in Revere, Massachusetts. So.
You know what that's famous for?
Paul Revere?
You know what he said?
Gosh, don't do that.
Come on, teacher. Come on, teacher.
The British are coming. The British are coming.
That's right. You know where the shot heard around the world was?
At Bunker Hill.
Oh. Concord.
The Battle of Concord and Lexington.
That's right. And I always love the story of Bunker Hill. You had some balls. They knew they were outgunned. It's kind of like the Alamo. You knew you're outgunned. You're going against professional soldiers. You got a squirrel gun. And they've repelled them numerous times before they got beat.
Yep.
Bunker Hill, they said they only had a certain amount of shots each. And the American commander said, don't fire till you see the red of their eyes, right? Meaning let them get close as fuck.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. Well, it's going to be a little bit shorter than usual by a couple minutes because it's Mardi Gras weekend. I know it's Wednesday now, but we got to get this done because when Mardi Gras happens, everything shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
But it's Ash Wednesday.
That's what I'm saying. We got to get a natural recording it early.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing.
No, I'm not. I was smiling at you.
All right. So we love and appreciate each and every one of y'all. Oh, I can't wait to tell you the location and everything, but the contract's been signed. Saturday, July the 19th, live and on stage from the coolest concert hall we've ever done it at. Woody Overton, Real Life, Real Crime original. And I'm sure I'm going to hurt some people's feelings.
You are definitely going to, but from what we've talked about, it's going to be amazing.
Just, it's all going to be old school shit, no filter, uncensored and raw, the way that, they got us here.
That's right.
And if they don't like it, then get the fuck out. Not talking about lifers. I'm talking about anybody, these other people. See, y'all, this place where the event's being put on is near and dear to my heart. And they wanted us to do a show, and we're doing it. And they're rolling out the red carpet, but they're going to have some hobnobbers there that I don't really think they ever listen to Real Life Real Crime for. Some fancy people.
No, these fancy people are excited.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be awesome. I just don't want them to get totally offended.
I can promise you that.
I was joking.
Yeah, well, I can.
I don't give a fuck.
No. I know you don't, but I can promise you that they have done their research. If they had never listened to you,
how about y'all know if you've been to one of the live events, the Crew Bashes or whatever, even the ones at Southeastern, I'm going to give the warning. Warning, right? This podcast,
Yes, but
so you get offended, please turn it off. I always say on live stage, I say, if you're going to get offended, leave this motherfucker now.
Well, I think I think that it's an honor that actually you have been invited there.
Yes. Absolute
yes.
honor. And guess what? It really brings me back to my roots.
Yes.
And without getting the cat out of the bag, it is going to be a hell of an experience. They're rolling out the red carpet. The VIP experience is going to be stupid. On top of any VIP experience we've ever done in the past.
Yes.
But we'll get into all that. And, it's going to be fire, but we love and appreciate each and every one of y'all. Stay safe. Wisconsin's in town by now. Hog hunting. We're giving back to the population. They gave me brucellosis. We're giving them a lead diet this week.
That's right.
And
they deserve every piece of lead they get.
Y'all stay tuned for that. And I'm Woody Overton.
Cyndi Overton.
You host True Crime Time for Wednesday, March the 5th. We're out of here. Peace.
All you homeowners have unique needs. Some feel the need to paint their door a vibrant shade of blue. Others have the need to decorate their bathroom with fish, anchors, and other nautical items. And because each homeowner has unique needs, Geico helps you get the right coverage for your home and what's in it. That way, you get exactly what's right for you, even if your needs are unique. Get more with Geico.